One of the most important things that you can ask yourself as a creative person is, would I still make this if no one was watching, if no one saw it? And I'm not talking 100 people. I'm not talking 10 people. I'm not talking 5 people. Not even 1. 0. Let's say you post your work and no one sees it. How are you going to feel? And that is a big sign as to the reason why you are creating. The answer to that question will show you a lot about the place and the space in which you are creating from. Because it can be very easy for someone to shift their focus from creating from a space of enjoyment and what they love and expressing something that is authentic to themselves, to creating for engagement, for views, for attention, for money, for whatever. And I think we owe it to ourselves to create something that we are passionate about, something that is authentic to us and feels right for us. Because if we don't, we're selling ourselves short. We're taking the life and the authentic expression out of our creative works if we are seeking external validation. So, when I look at my own work, I have to look and be honest and say, if no one saw this, it doesn't matter. And the answer is no. For me, I thought, I have this channel because, I like to help people, but I question myself, am I overgiving? Am I people pleasing by creating these videos? And I realize, maybe the answer is no. Maybe I'm not people pleasing by making these videos. Maybe I just like to express my thoughts. Maybe that's just me. And sure, it's great to have people be receptive. But at the end of the day, when I speak my message, when I put my work out there, that is it. I cannot control how people react to it. Do you understand? So I may say these words, and you can have a bunch of people watching this video, and they may interpret it in different ways. And the same is for your work. Some person may think your work is the best and most beautiful thing in the world, and another person may think that is stupid. And that's okay. The distinguishing factor is where we create from. So if I'm creating from a place where, hey, I like this, I'm proud of it, I'm just going to put it out there. It doesn't matter what other people say, because you're already firm in your fulfillment, your self-fulfillment. If you put something else out there and 0 people look at it, that means there is no other validation to say it's bad or say it's good. No one else can determine that other than you. So look at what you've created and ask yourself, do you really like it? Would you still do it if no one saw it? And I encourage you to create from a space of saying, you know what? I'm going to make this, and I don't care if I share it with the world or not. And once you're done, you can decide. And I think that is the ultimate difference. So many people are scared to create because they're worried about other people seeing their mistakes, their mess-ups, their errors. And guess what? That's part of the creative process. Part of this is making mistakes, is learning and growing and developing, and that's okay. It's okay not to be perfect. Hello. But in those imperfections, we get better every day. We become better creatives. We become better at showing our authenticity. And so when we look at it this way, it becomes less about getting validation from others, and it becomes more about connecting with ourselves, what we like, how we feel, and how we want to express ourselves. And so if you found yourself in a space where you're just unsure about your creativity, come back to yourself, come back to what you like, and ask yourself, what would I make if no one saw it? If no one was there to judge it, what would I make? And in the same way, this is a sort of a microcosm, because you can apply this same principle to yourself, to your life. If no one was going to judge you, what type of life would you live? Would you be married? Would you have kids? Would you live in this place? Would you live in that place? Would you have this type of job? What would you really want? Not even from a mind or egoical standpoint, but just from your heart, from your soul, what really feels like it calls to you. Because at the end of the day, when you let other people determine what is good or bad for you, when you let other people determine whether your work is good or bad, you give away your power. So take it back. Let yourself determine whether you are happy or not with the things that you've made, with the life that you live. Let yourself determine whether something is right for you or wrong for you. Let yourself determine if something fills your cup or if something empties it. So just ask yourself, more than anything, feel how it feels, feel your way through the emotions. And your thoughts are one thing, but your heart, your emotions, your feelings can always be there, subtly telling you what you really feel, what you really like, what you really want to do. So trust it, follow it. I appreciate y'all. Have a wonderful day.